What's up everybody? Thanks for joining me for another World of Tanks Xbox One gameplay. I'm Rushdodge and I'm featuring the SU-14-2 Soviet artillery unit today. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video and thanks for watching once again. Already took out this big square tin can looking artillery. You know, the thing's actually not too bad. We got her fully upgraded, and I don't know. It's it's different. I don't know. It's really big. It makes for a really huge target on the game. Like, look how long this thing. I'd honestly like to park it right next to one of the togs and just see like what the length comparison is, because it's a very long artillery unit. It's a very big artillery unit. It even sits fairly high. As far as armor goes, I don't really know. I can't say I've ever bounced any rounds with it. I generally like to find a position where I'm not going to have to really do a whole lot of moving, because it is fairly slow too. It weighs a shit ton. On the upside though, I mean, it's not terribly inaccurate. I mean, it seems like artillery these days, whenever I decide to actually play artillery, it's I don't know, just you can have really good games and really bad games. And some games, I mean, you're lucky if you can even hit anything, and other games it feels like you're always hitting something. Look at that beautiful shot there. The splash damage on this thing is amazing. Now, I've one-shotted some pretty big tanks with this artillery unit, and you know, the motherland there that we just hit, you know, a decent amount of armor, so it might have been a direct hit, but might not have been a pen. Hard to say. Did about 700 damage to it, and even the splash damage was still able to do about 100 damage to the other tank, you know, which was actually a little bit further away. We got this nice little choke point here. Now, you're always looking for spots like this with artillery, especially artillery that do have the capability of doing nice splash damage. Look at this. Didn't even hit the tank on my right. You know, he only had about 100 hit points left. And, you know, we did 700 plus damage to the Panther and still managed to take out the other tank. So, you know, that's kind of what you want to go for, is you want to find those nice choke points, and you want to see if you can hit multiple tanks. Now, I wasn't too terribly worried about counter battery. I am basically my opposition as far as artillery goes is the exact same artillery as me, and he's not really. We got about a 40-second reload time. I wasn't really expecting him to be looking for me, and even if he was, most of the artillery units I find on this map, at least on my side, usually sit up on top of the hill over there. So I was kind of more focused on just doing damage. Like I said, you do have that 40 seconds. There's no reason why you couldn't take a shot and then reposition, move over to the right, to the left, whatever. But honestly, I wasn't terribly worried in this game. VK45.02B. Got a little bit of a hill in the way, so I'm just kind of waiting. Still waiting for it to reload too, I guess. He's kind of moving out in the open. This is exactly what I want. He's even given us his back. Now, sometimes I don't like taking shots like this. It just seems like, you know, buddy could have flew up there and poked him. But a gun out of the game is huge, so I made sure that that tier 9 wasn't getting away. Alrighty, so one of the things you guys don't really see yet is that, you know, it looks like the game's kind of going in our favor, but it kind of isn't. It's actually more tied right now, and to be honest, it might actually be in the enemy team's favor. You look at how many tanks are left actually in the game, and you can see that there's one medium tank that's actually AFK, never got in, and what you don't know is that the tank destroyer on our team is actually AFK. He hasn't moved since the game started, so we're actually down 2 more tanks than what you guys see right now. So the game kind of does start going in the opposite direction here for us right away. Made a beautiful shot on that M103, around 1,000 damage. He kind of gave us his side there, so it made for a beautiful shot. Got a nice little lure. 40T here, trying to light him up. kind of disappears here right away, so don't end up getting a shot in on him. Little tank destroyer here. He's kind of a one-shot for our teammates here, so I didn't really want to go for him. I figured that lore might be coming down. I might actually get a shot on his back. Now it's hard to make a shot, you know, at this angle because you're on the backside of a hill now, so you got the chance of overshooting. T-32 here, his side's kind of facing to us, just missing a couple hit points, so this would have been almost a one-shot. 1300 damage. I know it's disgusting, but you know, I don't know how many times I get one-shotted. I'll be just like, yeah, this is a good game, and then boom, I just get taken out by like some artillery unit. So I don't even feel bad when I make some of these nice shots. And I don't know, artillery is always interesting to play with. Now the enemy team is still doing what I kind of like. They're still sticking together. They're kind of bunching up. They are fairly protected by this rock in front of us. A little Pershing right here. Can't quite see him. Those TDs are staying kind of out of reach. If they would come forward just a bit more, this guy almost does, but still don't make that shot. Now I see that lore 40T up on the cliff here. Decide to try and take him, and I just miss him. Just miss him. But the splash damage is enough to take him right down to like the last 5 hit points. So our T-54, what is it, T-54E1 there with the autoloader, he basically has to deal with 2 medium tanks that are pretty much one-shots. This Indian Panzer, he's going up against this Waffentrager off E100. I'm trying to zero in, I want to get this hit, but honestly this is not a fair match at all. This guy honestly wants to like sit behind that destroyed tank there as much as he can, but he also has a Pershing coming up behind him. Tried to make a shot on this Waffentrager, and the shot actually comes a little short, so might not have hit him because of that. It's too bad. T-54 E1, Riptide, pretty much the hero of our game. Plays a little bit differently than maybe I would have, but he makes it work. There's still a lure up top there. I'm not really worried about hitting him because, like I said, he's kind of like 5 hit points. I'm assuming that if he decided to come down, Buddy would just take him out. Turns into a bit of a long game, but it starts to dwindle down, at least for me. Now I gotta admit, I don't actually survive this game. Get taken out here in a little bit, but we definitely contribute a little bit more here. We got this Pershing coming around, and honestly, I gotta get this shot off. I gotta get this shot off quick, and either move or, you know, there's just no point of scrambling. The tank's too slow to try and run away, and sure enough, 30 seconds to reload. There's nothing I could do. Pershing's coming up on the left. Waffentrager's out front. The best I could do is maybe survive the 20 seconds and get a shot off on this Waffentrager. There's the Pershing. Now this is strange. I don't know if he's just been hit really badly and he has like a super crappy reload time, or if he's out of bullets, or if the artillery unit on the other team's just like, oh, save the kill for me. I don't know, but this ends up costing him anyways. Get a nice shot off on him just in time to get picked off by the enemy artillery. All good though. So now it's down to the obvious. We have a pretty good team here if, you know, the Egg Tiger 8-8 would be actually, you know, moving. But anyways, we'll skip ahead here a little bit, show you guys a little bit more action. Mr. Riptide here moves up to this position, fires a bunch of shots from the autoloader. I don't actually know if he hits this guy once or what. But Waffentrager's going for a flag, going for that AFK 8-8. And so he decides he's gonna go for the enemy flag. Not really what I was thinking of doing, but he makes it work. Long story short, artillery unit comes after him. Pow, pow. Artillery unit's down, and he secures a win by capturing the base. Yay. Alrighty guys, let's check out our stats. So when I actually ended up recording this video, there was like a ×5 multiplier on, so our experience was like 12,000 XP. It was beautiful. Walked away with 5,270 damage. Got that nice little rare gore medal. Mastery badge, high caliber. You know, it was a decent game. Just shy of a Top Gun. Here's our stats for the end game. You know, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely hit that like button. Helps me out a ton. If you guys want to see more content on this channel in the future, definitely, you know, feel free to subscribe. There's lots of content coming. There's lots of content there already. And just trying to get back into this, guys. And hopefully I'm going to be recording more. I always say that. I'm really determined to do it now. But that's the SU-14-2. Once again, thanks for watching. And Rushdodge here. You know, until next time, guys, take care.
You're falling down to earth.